Hello, Cokes Chapel family. Thank you for all getting together and doing another fundraiser this year. We appreciate your support and this opportunity to share with you about our ministry. My name is Allie Houle, and this is my husband, David Houle. We are missionaries with Blessing Home of Thailand Methodist Mission.
The Thailand Methodist Mission has two main ministry focuses. The first being the Pioneer Pastor Program, which plants churches in areas that have no church and the community has no access to the gospel. I'm proud to say that our pastor at our church here in Pattaya has already been able to plant a new church out in the countryside. The Dapraya Church is thriving and still has a really strong connection with our church here in Pattaya. We are also able to help them support their ministry in that community where they go and they take care of abandoned seniors. So your donations also help us to provide food and care for the abandoned and elderly seniors in this poor town of Dapraya. So every month, our church members from Pattaya travel out there and bring them food, provide care, and get to pray and sing with these seniors as well.
Our pastor has recently started to visit another county in Thailand that does not yet have a church and begin to share the gospel and start a cell group there. This past week, 14 people gave their life to Christ in this new community, and our church here is fired up about encouraging these new Christians. We are blessed to be a part of a strong Christian church here, and we are glad that we can personally support them in God's work.
The other main ministry is the Blessing Home. The Blessing Home ministry was established to protect children from the human trafficking trade. Blessing Home Ground Zero is located here in Pattaya, the epicenter of sex trafficking and childhood prostitution in Southeast Asia. The ministry emerged from the vision of the members of our church here, Life Center United Methodist Church, and it serves the slum communities here in Pattaya. The children here are at risk of being trafficked at a very young age, from forced labor to drug running, to forced thievery, and sexual trafficking. Many of these children have lost parents, whether it be due to HIV or AIDS, or others have just been abandoned. Many of them are being raised by strangers. All of these factors significantly increase the risk of being trafficked here. So Blessing Home provides education, nutrition, medical care, and Christian nurture. So the Blessing Home kids get to go to public school, and we help to pay for their required books, uniforms, school fees, and food. Because keeping these kids in school is essential in preventing trafficking of these kids in Thailand. This can also have life-saving consequences into adulthood, because in Thailand, if you can graduate from high school, there are many options to further your education and to get a good job. So anytime that we bring a child into the Blessing Home ministry, it is a long-term commitment. We scholarship these kids all the way through high school graduation. But the Blessing Home isn't an orphanage, and we try really hard to keep the kids in the family unit, and only in very dangerous situations will they have to go in and extract the child and place them into a Thai Christian home.
This time last year, when we were at the dinner fundraiser, we were packing up to move to Thailand. I think we moved here just a week after speaking to you last year, so this month we will have been here 1 year. During this year, we have been focusing on learning Thai language and building relationships in our community, and teaching English at our church multiple days a week. We meet and speak with our Blessing Home kids regularly. Some of them come by themselves or with their families on Sunday morning to church. Some of the older kids come on Sunday afternoons to our new programs for local teenagers. And most of the kids come to the free community English lessons we provide for the kids on Mondays and Tuesdays after school at the church. This is a great time to get to know the kids better, know what's going on in their lives, and help them with their English and their homework for school. Sound. Good. Hat. 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 Okay. What letter? N. Good. What sound? N. Good. What letter? U. Good. What sound? Good.
We also do home visits with our pastor to make sure the Blessing Home children are safe in their homes. These visits are great opportunities for us to get to know the families, to pray with them, and invite them to come to church. The risks here are extremely high, and many of our kids live in extreme poverty and poor conditions. But because of these scholarships, we're able to keep them in school, fed, and safe. One of our favorite things to do is to take some of our Blessing Home kids out and just have some fun. Sometimes we bring the kids to the beach or the pool and just spend time together. None of the kids in our community have ever been to a pool or even know how to swim, so going swimming for a day is a real special treat for them, and it always helps the kids to feel closer to us and more comfortable with us.
One of our newest ministries is our Abundant Life Savings Group. Abundant Life groups meet weekly to develop savings muscle by saving money together so each family can have an emergency fund and get out of debt. They also come to learn and practice family budgeting skills to develop their families and make them financially secure. They encourage each other to stay on track with their goals. And they learn and practice small business management skills so they can grow their family businesses and earn more income. We are thrilled to say that we have the parents and guardians of some of our Blessing Home kids coming every week and learning how to get out of debt and provide financial security for their families. Also, our most recent college graduate through our program is also involved in an Abundant Life Savings Group, and we are helping to mentor her personally so that she can save for the future while working and providing for her mother and younger brother.
One of our big projects this year has been setting up programs for our teenagers here. Our teenage and preteen students are the ones that are at the highest risk of joining the prevalent sex and drug industry in Patea. So our youth group meets every Sunday, and here we provide these at-risk teens with a safe place, relationships, time to worship, games, English lessons, and we do music lessons. So it's been going really well, and we've had many new teenagers that have started coming that we've never even met before.
Throughout this video, you may notice that we cannot give any personal stories of our Blessing Home kids. If you want to learn more about each of our children and hear their stories, please sign up for our blog. We send out an update every month. There is such a need here for these at-risk children and youth to have a safe place to spend time and receive positive personal attention and Christian nurture. So please continue to pray for us, our ministry, and for the children in our program. And pray for Patea. This is a very broken city that we live in.
And please consider donating to our mission. Monetary donations are essential for our ministry so that we can scholarship kids and keep them in school and out of the sex and drug trade here in Patea. Regular monthly donations of any amount are the most helpful to us so that we can correctly budget and scholarship the most kids possible. On our website and our blog, there's information on how to mail in a check, where you can just write it out to TMM and put our names in the memo line. Or you can go online and click on the donate link on our websites, and you can sign up to give us a one-time donation or set up monthly or annual giving as well.
We have websites you can check out at thailandmethodist.org and blessinghome.org. For the most frequent updates on our ministry, follow our blog. When we give personal stories about our Blessing Home kids, we will always use the blog. Just send us an email at pools@blessinghome.org and we will sign you up. Grab one of our cards at the table. It has all of our contact information. Thank you so much.